Good afternoon and welcome to Teacher Tech Episode 7. This is a brief video that's going to show you some of the things I was able to learn and experience at the TCEA 2017 convention, which took place in Austin just a couple of weeks ago. First, I want to show you, and this applies to anyone who has Office 365, and in particular, people in my school district have this. And the presentation I'm going to be using for this video is in Microsoft Sway, and that in itself is something that a lot of people have begun to use, especially for student presentations. So we're going to use that today and just demonstrate what that could look like in terms of your students working with that. All right, so what we're going to be looking at today are some of the resources that I was able to see in the presentations I attended, as well as some other resources that I was able to locate that I would like to share with you from the TCEA. First, I did attend this great session on flipped and blended learning using Office 365, which is supported by my school district, Fort Bend ISD, as well as I'm sure many others. Either most districts have gone with either Google or Office 365. We went with the Office 365, but we also have access to Google. Something to look at on that is Office Mix if you haven't. Everything else here you probably are familiar with already. You have Skype, Bing in the classroom, OneDrive, OneNote, and then of course Office Online, which provides you the collaboration tools that you can use with your students. Next, I was able to attend a session on being a YouTube ninja. And actually, this session was presented by our very own DLS, Stacy Boudry, and she actually presented this in Austin at the TCA. And some things that we learned there about how to create a YouTube channel where you can create and share playlists, which I use frequently in class or for myself to be able to find the videos that I was saving on a particular subject that I want to use to share in class, as well as to filter searches and to edit your videos. You can actually edit your videos in YouTube. Then I attended this great session. I thought it was interesting on called Becoming a Fandroid. Many people are carrying Android phone devices, not necessarily just iPhone devices. I was able to learn quite a bit about searching for apps, types of hardware available, and things that you can do with Android. Some interesting apps for Android: Office Lens, which is available on iOS also, Photo Collage, Split Camera. That was interesting. You can take two photos and it'll join them for you. Smart voice recorder, in case you need to record or have students that need to record the class or lectures or themselves. Plickers, which many of you may have used in your class, and there's a rubric scorer app, and actually there are over 1 million apps in the Google Play Store. For you Apple folks, you have about 2 million apps. So, but I think 1 million or 2 million, that's probably plenty of apps. Talking about flipped, and we talked a little bit about flipped and professional development tools, and some of these are repeats. So, when you're developing professional development, whether for yourself, for your department, for your school, you will want to start considering customizing that, personalizing that, using tools such as Microsoft Office Mix, voice annotation within PowerPoint, Screencastify, which is a free Chrome plugin, Screencast-O-Matic, which is an inexpensive one. And then, well, what I would call the gold standard is Camtasia Studio, which is what I'm using right now to make this video. Camtasia Studio is up to version 9. There is a educator discount available, and it is definitely the gold standard of screencast and of making videos such as this. You can definitely use your flipped learning and PD tools to differentiate for your students as well. We need to meet everyone's needs and differentiate for their needs. Our PLCs, which many of our schools are using, can benefit from using groups in Office 365. They actually have a social network in Office 365 called Yammer, which I think would be useful for a PLC, as well, of course, OneDrive and SharePoint, which we use. And then the collaboration tools within Office 365, which I don't think we are utilizing very well yet, but we should be, and we can do that at any time because we have access to that within our school district, and most people do. Even if you don't subscribe to Office 365, many of the online versions are available for free for anyone with a free Microsoft account. Okay, so we're getting near the end here. I'm going to provide you with a list of links to PowerPoint or PDF document resources for each of these. And these are some of the ones I just mentioned, as well as some others that I was able to attend. But I also have some additional ones that I just found with the TCA. I wasn't able to get into all of the sessions that I wanted to, but I was able to access a lot of the information. I'll go ahead and share that with you as well. If you're on YouTube, you'll see a link. If you're not on YouTube, you should find a link or attachments with the email that came with this video. Thank you for your time, and I hope this was helpful.